Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, you keep falling short? Like every time you reach for your dream, life pulls you back down? What if I told you that every failure you face is not the end, it's the test that shapes your victory? This is the story of a young man named Eli, and how his greatest failures became the reason he succeeded. Eli was born in a small town, surrounded by people who believed in playing it safe. Work a stable job. Don't take risks. Don't dream too big. But Eli was different. He wanted to build something that mattered, his own business. He had ideas, passion, and a notebook filled with dreams. Everyone told him, it's not that easy. You'll fail. And they were right, he did. At just 21, Eli started his first company, a small online store. He poured his savings into it, worked day and night, skipped meals, and slept beside his computer. But within 6 months, everything collapsed. No sales. No team. No support. His friends laughed. His family worried. One even said, maybe business isn't for you. Eli smiled weakly and replied, maybe. But maybe it is. Because even though his dream was broken, something in him refused to quit. For weeks, Eli studied what went wrong. He realized he had focused too much on what he wanted to sell, and not enough on what people needed. So, he tried again. This time, he listened. He learned about marketing, about customers, about patience. But just when things started to move, disaster struck again. His suppliers shut down, orders were delayed, and customers left angry reviews. Another failure. Another painful lesson. But this time Eli didn't cry. He wrote in his notebook, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. By the time he turned 25, Eli had started and failed at 3 businesses. He had debt. No investors. No one who believed in him. One cold night, he sat alone on a park bench, broke and exhausted. He whispered to himself, maybe they were right. Maybe I'm just not good enough. Then, an old man sitting nearby said softly, you remind me of myself when I was young. Eli looked up. The man continued. I once failed at everything I tried, until I realized, failure wasn't stopping me, it was teaching me. Those words stuck with Eli. He realized every mistake had taught him something his success never could. The next morning, Eli made a decision. He wouldn't chase success anymore, he'd chase improvement. He started small. He volunteered to help other small businesses with marketing, using everything he had learned from his own failures. At first, people didn't take him seriously. But when his advice helped one shop double its sales, word spread. Soon, more people came. And just like that, Eli found a new path. Eli built a consulting agency, not from luck, but from lessons. Every mistake from the past became a tool in his present. He knew how to handle setbacks because he had lived through worse. He knew how to treat customers because he had once lost them. He knew how to stay humble because failure had stripped away his pride. And for the first time, things began to work. Years later, one of Eli's strategies helped a struggling local brand grow into a national success. That company offered him a partnership deal worth more than all his past losses combined. When the news reached his town, the same people who once doubted him now said, he's lucky. But Eli smiled and whispered, it wasn't luck. It was failure. Because luck might open a door once. But failure teaches you how to build doors everywhere. One day, a young man asked Eli, how did you keep going when everything kept falling apart? Eli replied, because I realized something important, failure only ends you when you stop learning from it. He paused, then added, every failure prepares you for the success you're praying for. But only if you let it. So many people give up right before they're about to break through. They see failure as rejection, when it's actually redirection. The pain you feel when you fall is not punishment. It's preparation. It's your experience toughening you up for what's next. If success came easy, everyone would have it. But only those who learn from failure are strong enough to handle it. By his mid-30s, Eli had built a seven-figure business, mentored hundreds of entrepreneurs, and employed dozens of people. But when asked what changed his life, he never mentioned his success. He always said, "My failures taught me how to win." And when he returned to that same park bench years later, he left a note carved into the wood. Fail. Learn. Rise. Repeat. So, if you failed, good. It means you tried. It means you cared. It means you're learning what works. Don't run from failure. Walk through it. Because every great story of success begins with someone who refused to quit after they fell. If this story inspired you, give it a like, share it with someone who's struggling, and subscribe for more stories like this. Because your comeback might inspire the next one.